Today we're going to talk about the Stringking Mark II V head and why it's one of my new favorite heads. Let's go. Hey guys, I need to mention this before we get started. I don't get paid to do reviews. So someone said, I don't trust your reviews because they're all positive because you're getting paid. I was like, dude, I don't get paid a dime, you know, a couple bucks in YouTube revenue, ad revenue. But I review products that I like. So if I get a product or someone sends me a product and I like it, I'm going to do a review because I like this, so I want you guys to know about it. If I don't like it, I don't do a review on it. And that's happened a lot. So just so you guys know, I'm being completely unbiased. I like a product, I review it, I share it with you guys. I'm not trying to scam you guys. I don't make a dime if they sell one of these or a million of these. It doesn't affect me at all. All right, so the Stringking Mark II V. I'm sure most people by now have either heard of, played with, or seen in person the Stringking Mark I head. I couldn't remember what it was called. I'm like, Stringking Mark? Mark? Is it just Mark? And this is Mark II? No, the Mark I. Great head, fantastic value, you know, well designed. The Mark I is one of my favorite heads. It's stiff, it's light, it's strong, it's durable. You know, it's just all around it. It works up and down the field, just about every position. I know attackmen who use it. I know close defenders who use it. Quality head. The Mark II looked to take everything good about the Mark I, make some improvements, and roll it into the Mark II V. The face shape is similar to the Mark I, maybe a little narrower. Very, very similar. You know, and I love that they launched a successful head and they came out with their next head. They didn't reinvent the wheel. They had a lot of really good stuff with the Mark I. They included it and improved it, which is great. The weight on the Mark II V is 133 grams. Stiffness level of 8, so it's stiff. The Mark II is going to come in three different styles. The Mark II V would be for versatile or versatility or something. Then there's the Mark IIA, which is an attack head, and the Mark IID, which is obviously defense. The Mark II V is 133 grams. You know, they say it's a classic. I'm looking at this piece of paper right here. Classic face shape. Recommended for midfield, but honestly, it could be used up and down the field. It's got a 6-month warranty, and I believe Stringking allows for dyes. You're allowed to dye your heads. Don't quote me on that, but I think I remember that from the Mark I launch. It's $89, strung for $129. If you watched my Stringking Mark I review, or actually no, the Stringking Complete Stick, you know that I'm a big fan of their strung heads. They're strung very well. I don't think the other ones are out yet. I'm really excited for when they do come out, but you know, obviously this makes sense to come out with this one first. I can't remember right now. I don't have a, you know, every video I make, I'm like, I don't have and I look over here. There's nothing right here. All my lacrosse equipment is over there. For some reason, I always look to my right. Must be right-handed. Anyway, I don't have a Mark I with me right this second. There's probably one right over there, but I'm not gonna go get it. But I think that the Mark II V is a little less stiff, but not much. Definitely middies, definitely attackmen can use it. Close defenders, probably, you know. Definitely LSMs. You know, it's versatile. It can be played with up and down the field. I mean, I know a close defender who uses the Mark I, and he loves it. It's his favorite head ever. So, I mean, this is not much different from that in terms of stiffness. And so it could be used there. You know, it's got the same vertical sidewall strut, reinforced area. It's got cutaways everywhere. So they bored out a lot of material around in here, up in here, oops, through there, down in the throat area. You know, a lot of material has been removed. It's got a different throat. It's got this super innovative idea. It's a jewel that connects to the screw in the back via this little thing. This is threaded, so the jewel is, this is what locks it in place in the hole, and it's threaded so the screw goes right through the shaft into the front, which is a very good idea. With the Stringking metal shafts, they come with 2 holes. There's holes in the back, but then, you know, for the Mark IIV, it's got a hole right in the front too. So this is the hole you'd use for the 2V, and it just goes right through, prevents head rattle. And it doesn't just prevent head rattle, I mean, it does so in such an innovative, cool way. I mean, that's a great looking little piece right there, and the fact that it's functional, I mean, I love that. It is it's very good for ground balls. You know, they call it a ground ball vacuum. There's even a Stringking commercial where he's talking about Dyson vacuums, what mom uses and stuff. It's pretty funny. But the biggest thing, and the thing that everybody notices first, is the sidewall holes. And there are a bajillion of them. 29 to be exact. And a lot of people were like, well, that's dumb, that's unnecessary. I don't know where people are coming from with things like that. If, in fact, all of these sidewall holes weakened the head, I could see saying, why? You know, why would you do that? But they don't. Stringking used bone growth optimization software and technology to identify strong points and weak points, places where they could remove material to lighten it up that wouldn't affect stiffness or strength, and that's pretty awesome. You know, that's forward thinking at its finest. I don't know if that's been done before in lacrosse, but you know, analyzing stress points and identifying strength points that won't be affected negatively by removing material, that is the key to making a strong, stiff, and light head. Very cool technology that they're using, definitely moving it forward. I was a little concerned when I sat down to string it because of all the holes, but man, it is fun to string. The options, I mean, you can do anything. You can get really weird but still end up with a good pocket. And you know, I should have this unstrung for this part, as you can't really see, but there's a really cool throat hole configuration too, which is big enough for leathers. On the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 7, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 throat holes. 2 of them aren't big enough for leathers on the outside, but it's not a problem because most of them are. So I think it's a slightly new ball stop shape that fits right into this little area really nicely. It's just overall a great looking head. You know, I really like this part. I can't even, this is dumb. This is dumb that I have it strung. But the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, top 5 holes are bigger. And I think they progressively get smaller, those 5. Like the top 3 are the biggest, and then they start shrinking down a little bit. But you know, they're big enough for shooters. They're big enough for, you know, doubling up when you're tying off. They're big enough for, you know, 2 strings for a triangle top string or something wacky like this. They're rectangle, so even if someone is maybe a brand new stringer and they just tie it off once, being narrower this way and longer this way, they have the option to go through multiple times, but if they don't, it's probably not going to pop through. And if it does, you know, they'll learn for next time that I need to go around twice or more. I first strung it up with Red Star mesh, which has bigger diamonds. And what's awesome is that you can lock in bigger diamonds with, you know, multiple knots, spanning multiple holes, you know, so you can really, like this one, I should have probably put this knot up one to be at the top of this diamond and this one down here, which, I mean, that's unheard of in a regular head. You would never do that. You would, you know, it just doesn't make sense. it wouldn't work. But anyway, stringing this, it's fun. You know, you'll get a decent string job first try if you've strung a little bit. If not, you know, you'll be able to wing it or follow some tutorials. This is an okay pocket with it. I mean, this is my first pass with 3S, and I like the way it came out. It's a mid pocket that definitely shifts low, but throws real nice. You know, for any kind of vertical dodging, you know, that's gonna hang on to it right there. It's gonna sit there when you catch, when you throw, when you cradle, and then nice release. So yeah, guys, this is absolutely one of my new favorite heads, and I've got a bunch of them. You know, I love the Mirage. I love the Tactic. The heads I've gone over, you know, the heads I've reviewed, I'm big fans of. I like the Pal Pioneer. That's one of my favorites. There's just great heads out there today, and unfortunately, I can't review them all. Like the Surgeon, the new Surgeon, that thing looks amazing. I've seen it in person, but just briefly. You know, I didn't get to string it. You know, I don't get all the heads, so I don't get to review everything. Like the Under Armour heads, I don't think I've seen one of those in person yet. So it would be great, you know, in a perfect world I'd be able to review everything, but I can't. But, you know, the ones I do review, and I don't review every head I get, but I really like the Tactic these days, the Mirage, the Mark II-V, and the Mark I. The True Frequency, that thing is awesome. I haven't done a review on it. I have it. I think it's pre-production. It wasn't quite the final product, but it's very close. I'm going to do a review on that because that's another great one. There's just so many good heads out there, and companies just doing amazing things. And I think I'll do a video of my top heads and compare them and have them all on video, maybe before Christmas. Alright guys, so that is the Stringking Mark II-V. Stay tuned for the Mark II-A and the Mark II-D. Those are coming out after the new year. These come in white, black, and gray, obviously. Very cool head. I'm a huge fan. It is top 3, I'd say. Quality stuff. Top 5, easily top 5. I've got a handful of heads that I just love, and this is definitely one of them. All right, guys, thanks for watching.